Hey guys, welcome back to Tank Garage. My name is Frank and I'll be the man behind the camera. In today's video guys, we're giving y'all big updates on what happened to my 1998 BMW E36. Before the video starts, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads from Tank Garage. Alrighty guys, so quite some time has passed since I last did a video on the E36. I still do have the E36. She is not gone yet, or should I say, will she be gone? I'm not too sure yet. So a lot of things happened, guys, in the past few weeks with the E36. So the alternator actually completely died. So I had to change the alternator right here in the street of my house at about 7:45 in the afternoon. Well, at night pretty much. So we had to change that, and as you guys can see, the E36 is absolutely disgusting. It is super dirty. We still have the Style 68 wheels on it, I believe those are. So now I fixed everything. I had the battery charged up, which is in the trunk right here. So got the battery all charged back up, everything ready. So what we're gonna do today, guys, is we're actually going to check another issue that the E36 has. So up to now, there's 3 known issues with the E36 that I was aware of. So, well, 4 actually. One was fixed, I hope, with the alternator, which was the battery drainage issue. I started getting battery lights and the alternator actually kind of let go while I was driving the car. Really lucky because, guys, I was actually at the corner of the street right over there when the battery let go, so kind of lucky on that. So next 3 issues, there's a valve cover gasket leak, which is not that complicated to change, so I will have to address that before the winter, because this will be, guys, it should be, if everything goes well, my daily driver for the winter. So rear-wheel drive BMW, manual BMW in the winter. You guys can imagine the little bit of content that we can get from that. Second issue, there's a very loud vibration slash clunking noise in the front left direction slash suspension. I'm actually gonna go do a POV drive to go to the other place where I work on my cars, guys. So you guys can actually hear it and tell me, if you guys are really good with these E36s, what you guys think that is. But I'm gonna jack up the car, take the wheel out, and take a look at what that is. And the third known issue would be overheating issues because of, I believe, either the thermostat, a coolant leak, or it could be the fan clutch that is starting to let go. So let's get right into it. I'll see you guys on the POV camera. Alrighty guys, so welcome to the POV. So what we're gonna go ahead is turn on the E36. She starts, which is a good first sign. By the way, say hello to the F-spot type of teddy bear, or whatever you guys want to call it. His name is Elgla. For people that speak French, you might understand what that means. We'll give a couple of seconds to the E36. As you guys can see, the idle as well is not super stable. I do pretty much know why that is. So there is a tear right next, well, pretty much, so the intake, the air intake right after the mass airflow sensor, there is a tear in the knuckle, pretty much rubber piece, the intake outlet, I should say. No, that's the intake inlet. So what we're gonna go ahead is we're gonna get on the road, guys. We'll see. I haven't driven manual in a long time, by the way, so I'm sorry if there's a little bit of shaking. You guys will definitely hear the clunking noise. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. It's very weird, the noise that it makes. I'm not too sure what it could be. I'm not gonna go too fast here because I do have to grab the highway in order to get to the place where I work on my cars, but I'm just gonna go quiet here so you guys can hear it. If I lower the window, you guys will probably hear it better. Let's get the heated seats on. That's one thing that I'm happy the E36 has, is heated seats for the winter. So I am not too sure what this could be. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna jack up the car. I'll take the left wheel out and we'll assess the damage. We'll see what causes this kind of weird vibration. It is really weird. You guys will probably hear it even more when we get on the highway, as we have a, wow, that is that a, I don't know what that is, guys. That is really old behind us. I don't know if you guys can see it through the camera. That is some type of old American muscle car. I'm not too knowledgeable about those. I'm not too sure what that is. And also, I will have to put some pretty much grease at the bottom of the shifter linkage. So I believe the shifter linkage hasn't been greased up in a very, very long time. So I will need to, oh, as we see an S40 R design pass by, I will need to assess that as well and get some grease in it, because it goes well into gear, guys, but I do feel it being a little bit not as smooth as it should be, pretty much. But gear's going very well. Everything just slides in properly. Sorry guys, by the way, if I'm sniffing a lot. I am at the end of a flu, so we'll get on the highway any second now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the vibration right now isn't as bad as it was yesterday when I drove the car. There we go. You guys could probably hear that. So as soon as I'm hitting around 55 kilometers an hour, we have that. Check. I'll have to check control. Okay, everything's good here. No battery light yet. There is a little bit of a kind of burnt smell, which I believe is the valve cover gasket leaking onto the intake, the exhaust manifold, I should say. So I can smell that once I'm stopped. So we're gonna go right after this Porsche right here. So I did look at an exhaust for the E36, guys. I did find a Remus exhaust for this, so pretty much the axle back section with the muffler. Let me just do this so all those leaves go flying off. But to be completely honest with you guys, I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing with the E36. This is such a great car, and I love this car, guys. Like, don't get me wrong, this car is so much fun to drive. A manual rear-wheel drive E36, four-door is just, and a 328. You know, it's not some regular 320 or 323, I believe was back in the days. You know, you have the 2.8 liter inline six and the beautiful sound where you get a little bit of an exhaust done to it. 5-speed, you know, it's a lot of fun to drive, guys. But here you guys can hear that pretty bad, and we're going at 80 kilometers an hour. Listen to that. That is pretty intense. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna be careful here. I'm gonna keep it around 60-70 kilometers an hour, which is the bottom limit of the highway here in Quebec, Montreal. And we're just gonna be careful on our way. We're not too far, luckily. The place where I work on my cars is actually like about 10 minutes from my house, so super close. There's a lot of traffic on the other side though, which I don't understand why. This is not very good. I might have to go by another highway, because as you guys know, there is an overheating issue with this if I am stopped in traffic, in which I do not want to overheat the E36. But before fixing the overheating issue, I have to fix this weird clunking issue, because I cannot pretty much drive the car like this. Ooh. Let's slow down here. I know this portion of the highway gets really bad. Welcome to Quebec roads, guys. One thing's for sure, the heated seats work absolutely amazing. Very hot. So I don't know if you guys saw, so M package, interior M package, I believe, but it does not have the black headliner, which is kind of weird. But I don't know if the old owner changed the steering wheel, the shifter. I don't know. It's very weird, but it definitely is an M package with the seats. It has the Harman & Kardon sound system. I haven't made much content on this car, actually, guys. I believe we made 2 videos, which was the video about the reveal, and then we did a video about the wheels that we changed, which we installed the Style 68s, which I believe are the wheels that are on right now. So let's just get a little downshift action here. We'll actually decompress in second. So we are nearly there, guys, nearly there. There are like 4 big speed bumps before I get to the area where I work on the E36. Also, one thing is, like you guys see, whenever I go into 5th gear, I believe the whatever you call it, the not the boot, but the the grommet at the bottom of the shifter, I believe it gets kind of, I don't know, used. Well, it is used up 100%, but like you guys see, now it's perfectly centered. Before it was like off to the side a little bit. I believe it's just a little old. It is a lot of fun to drive, guys. The M52 engine paired with the 5-speed. I believe this is the ZF manual. If I'm not mistaken, this is the ZF 5-speed, which is a very, very looked after transmission. I would have to double check with the serial number on the transmission, because I know back in 1998, or back on the E36, I should say, they had 2 types of trannies. They had the, well, 3 types. They had the regular auto 5-speed, which was a disaster to drive, by the way. There is the regular 5-speed manual, and then there is the more capable ZF's 5-speed, which I believe this car has, because of the equipment that it came with. I would imagine that it came with, you know, like a 4-door 328 with a manual. The chances of the first owner not taking the ZF are very, very slim. You know, if he went all out and went for the manual version, I feel like, I don't know. Well, back in the day, I believe the manual version was the stock, and then the automatic was the optional, if I'm not mistaken, because if you're a businessman driving your 4-door BMW, you want something a little bit more easy to drive in traffic, which I really do not mind, to be honest with you guys. I love how this engine revs up, guys. Just listen to that. I'll try to do a little pull here. It sounds so good. It actually has guys, like, okay, this is not by any means a fast car. It is what, 200 horsepower, I believe, 200 and something, 204 horsepower. For an inline 6, it's actually kind of slowish, but it is a lot of fun to drive, because this car is super, super light. So on the acceleration, it's actually not that bad. We'll get a little pull after, second gear pull here, once the speed bumps are gone. So knock on glass, metal, whatever you guys want to knock on. There is no battery light that came back on, and we have been driving on the highway for, let's say, about 5 to 10 minutes. So there should be signs if it wasn't the alternator the issue and we have some kind of other weird issue. And guys, this is insane. This car attracts so much attention. It's not even normal, guys. Like, I swear, every time I get this car out and I start driving it, there's always so many people just staring at it. And I've gone way more thumbs up in this stock BMW, and, you know, people nodding their head and recognizing the car, than in my V8 Volvo, which is, like, if you look at it, you're like, okay, it's a super loud V8 Volvo. Like, when do you see that? But I guess people appreciate the E36 a little more. Let's get a little second gear pull here. So there we go. You guys can hear that little vibration a little bit better. Like I said, it's by no means a fast car. It is a fun car to drive, though. So sometimes people say, I'd rather have a slow car than a fast car to drive. Let's go, a little 1-2 pull. And here you go, you guys can hear that vibration so much louder now. Little first and second gear pull. I actually pulled pretty good. The engine still has some good capability to it. Don't forget, that was a rolling start. I'm not that good with manual transmission, guys, let's be honest. This is actually my very first fully manual car that I drive, like, at all times. So yeah, it's kind of a learning curve. Just the overall driving, I'm good at now. There's no issues whatsoever. But when you go to let's say do launches and things like that, it's a little different. Oh, as we have company here. Okay, so I'll have to park the E36 in a way where I could work on it. Okay, well, we'll figure that out, guys. So I'll see you guys back on the camera. Alrighty, guys, so here we are with the E36. I really miss driving this car, honestly, guys. Now we have to get the jack out and jack up the car from the front end, take the wheel out, and figure out what's wrong with her, guys. She needs a big bath. She needs some good time and some good love, but we'll take care of her. But first, we have to find out what's wrong with her, so let's get right into it. So I'm not sure if I found the issue. This could be one of the things leading to the issue or one of the things caused by the issue, but I don't think that's normal. I swear I put 5 lug nuts in those, 5 nuts to tighten the wheel down a couple of weeks ago, well, a couple of months ago. Yeah. That's not supposed to do that. Yeah. I did not over torque it. I'm the one that torqued it. I torqued it by hand to hand spec. Click, click. Let's untighten the bolts and see what happens. That is not a good thing. That is definitely not a good thing. Okay, let's get to it, guys. A bunch of surprises with this car, guys. The old E36 might, yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. Honestly, this is really messed up. So let's untighten them, lift the car up, take the wheel out, and look at the damage, I guess. Okay, guys. Every single lug nut was loose. I would say I was about 3 thread on every single lug nut before the wheel fell off. Now, did I not torque them down properly when I installed the wheels? Did I do something wrong afterwards? Did something create that afterwards? I do not know. What I know now, though, is that I torqued them down properly. I used a big enough, if you guys could see it, I used a big enough wrench to tighten them down by hand. I made sure that I tightened them down pretty heavily. This guy just screamed something at me. So we're gonna go. We'll do a little drive around here, see if there is any vibration. I'll try to do a couple of accelerations, make sure there's no vibrations. And that must have been it. But the issue now is that one of the bolts, like you guys saw before, completely stripped off, and wow, you guys could see it actually really well here. It is stuck inside of the hub. Yeah, and it doesn't portray it out. So yeah, that's gonna be bring it to a mechanic shop, drill out the inside and try to remove it. Or I could drill out the inside here if I have a tool, which I don't. I'll have to figure out something, guys, but I guess we'll see you guys back on the POV. Why does this side sit so high? I know the rear end, guys, is always lower, but is it me or this side sits very high? No, this side's about the same. Okay. Maybe I'm just panicking because I nearly died on the highway driving here with loose lug nuts. I literally, guys, I untightened the, like, not with my hand. I used the wrench, but there wasn't anything holding it. There was literally nothing. Thank God I didn't drive fast. And we did a couple of pulls with that. That's maybe what sheared it off. Well, you learn every day, guys. Always double check your lug nuts. Let's go and take a little drive. I feel so stupid, guys. I don't know. I really feel like I torqued them down properly. I don't know, guys. This is very weird. Anyways. Alrighty, guys. Let's see if our issue is fixed. I can tell you guys that right away, it does not feel the same. It feels very different, boys. It feels like a completely different car. Just the regular driving. Let me put the windows back up so you guys don't get that horrible wind noise. I do need to get a better setup for the POV, by the way, guys. I know this is not optimal for you guys to watch. It's not, let's say, the best viewing experience because you guys are pretty much like viewing it from the top down. I am planning on getting a suction cup mount that I could either put on the window here, there, or probably on the sunroof somehow. So maybe that will help the POV experience a little bit more, but I could tell you guys right now that I think that solved the issue. Oh wow, they put a speed bump here as well. Nice. Let's see. What I'll do is I'll, wow, they put so many speed bumps here, man. This neighborhood was so nice before all of these people came in and started to, oh wow, that's actually a nice color for that Mercedes. Damn. I don't know what they're called, but looks pretty dang good. Let's go third gear here. I'm just gonna go make sure and do a little pull on that same road. We'll see if that solved our issue, guys. I really think it was. Loose lug nuts, boys. I can't believe this. I literally cannot believe this. I feel so stupid right now, guys. You guys have no idea. Like, I'm sure though, like, this is so weird, guys. Guys, I always double and triple check my work. That is something that if you guys don't know about me, I always double/triple check. Always. I make sure everything is timed properly, way more than I need to, because I'm so paranoid about things like that happening. And you know what? I think that was our issue, guys. I think the lug nuts were not timed properly. Let's not hit the ladies here. I really think that that was the issue. Let's go here. Yeah, no vibration at 90 kilometers an hour. No vibration whatsoever, boys. I think we're good. I think we're good. What I'll do to make sure is I'll probably drive the car around 100 kilometers or 50 kilometers, something like that. Go on the highway, make sure I hit some speed bumps and things like that, and then I'll recheck the lug nuts again like I always do, which I don't understand. This doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I'm on 4 out of 5 lug nuts, which is not the end of the world. They're all timed down properly, so I should be okay for that. But I'll definitely have to address that and get it re-drilled. And one thing I did notice is going backwards, these Style 68 wheels do rub ever so slightly. I will have to address that as well. I think I'll need to get spacers for these wheels. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these wheels for the winter, because these wheels do have, these are winter tires that are on there, so they're still okay-ish. They're not new, which is what I'm debating on. Let's do a little pull here, let's see. Okay. Everything seems good, guys. No vibration, no weird noise, nothing like that. Just have to do the time here, which is, I don't know what time it is. No, nothing, guys. Nothing whatsoever. I'll recheck it though. I'll recheck them, because now I know 100% that I timed them properly. Like, and when I'm saying 100% is 100%, because I triple check them right now. I want to recheck them. I want to see. I want to see something. Yeah, see, you guys can hear that rubbing a little bit here. So it does rub a little bit, ever so slightly, when I'm going backwards. Just like that. And that's only when I'm going backwards, which is kind of weird. I guess it's the angle of everything. All right. Let's open the hood here. Let's see. Let's see here. I know I had some type of leak somewhere, guys. Ooh, didn't click enough. I did have some type of leak. Yeah, I could smell it. And I am missing this little part right here. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. This little part right about there. And I did not put this intake back on properly when I did the alternator. That is hot. Is that cracked? Oh, it's supposed to go in there, I think. I'll have to recheck that when I get home. I mean, it's not that bad because the air is coming from that side right here, but it's definitely not something that you would want. I'll have to recheck that, guys, but Avis Blau. Avis Blau, which is, I believe, a pretty rare color. So the E36 lives on for another day, boys. This car's still not done yet. Still haven't given its last breath. I will have to figure out the lug nut issue there, and then the valve cover gasket issue. You guys can probably see it right about here. A little bit of oil. I do have to fix whatever's making it overheat, which I believe is the fan clutch. So I'll have to take out this front end and address that. But other than that, old trusty E36 still hangs on for another day, guys. Alrighty, guys, so everything seems to be checking out. I'm gonna recheck the lug nuts, make sure everything's good, that there is no more of the loose, and if there is, then gotta figure out what's causing that to be loose. I really don't know, guys. I really don't know, but the E36 lives on for another day, and so do I. Let's knock on some metal here. Make sure I don't jinx myself. And yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. We're gonna have some more updates video probably on the E36 soon in the next few weeks. I gotta fix this bad boy. Gotta fix him. Gotta make sure he lives on at least till this winter, and then we'll see what happens at the next summer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads from Tank Garage. See you, boys.